There's a shepherd boy standing in the ruins of an abandoned church. He's had the same dream twice. A child appears, takes his hand, and shows him treasure buried at the pyramids of Egypt. Most people would ignore it. He sold everything he owned and crossed an ocean to find it. This is the story that changed 150 million lives. A book so powerful that Will Smith calls it his favorite. A book that Pharrell Williams says rewired his brain. Paulo Coelho wrote it in just 2 weeks, and publishers rejected it 11 times. They said it was too simple, too strange. When it finally got published, it sold less than 1 copy per day. Today, it's translated into 88 languages. It's been read by presidents, prisoners, and people who swear they'll never read again. But here's what nobody tells you. This isn't just a book about finding treasure. It's about the one thing most of us are too afraid to do, the thing we spend our entire lives running from. And once you understand what Coelho was really trying to say, you'll never see your life the same way again. The Alchemist follows Santiago, a young shepherd from Spain who dreams of treasure waiting for him at the Egyptian pyramids. He leaves behind everything familiar, his flock, his home, his simple life, to chase a vision most people would call foolish. Along the journey, he meets a king who teaches him about personal legends. He crosses the Sahara Desert with a caravan. He falls in love with a desert woman named Fatima. He works for a crystal merchant who gave up on his own dreams decades ago. And finally, he meets an alchemist who teaches him the language of the world, the silent force that connects all living things. Santiago loses his money. He's beaten by thieves. He nearly dies in the desert. But every setback teaches him something deeper about himself. He learns that the treasure isn't just gold. It's discovering who you're meant to become. By the time he reaches the pyramids, Santiago realizes the universe has been guiding him all along, not toward treasure, toward transformation. Here's the secret most readers miss. The Alchemist isn't about a boy finding treasure. It's about you finding yours. And the treasure isn't buried somewhere far away. It's buried inside the life you already have. Coelho uses alchemy as a metaphor. In ancient times, alchemists believed they could turn lead into gold. But true alchemy wasn't about metal. It was about transforming the soul. Santiago's journey is the process of inner alchemy. He starts as a naive shepherd. He ends as someone who understands the soul of the world. The book's deepest message is this: when you want something with your whole heart, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. But only if you're brave enough to leave comfort behind. Only if you're willing to risk everything for what you believe in. That's why the crystal merchant stayed stuck. That's why so many people abandon their personal legend. Fear is louder than dreams. Safety feels better than purpose. But Coelho is telling you, the treasure is real. Your calling is real, and ignoring it will haunt you forever. The Alchemist became famous because it speaks to the part of us that knows we're meant for something more, but we're too afraid to admit it. Lesson 1. Your dreams are a language. When the same dream appears twice, it's not coincidence. It's the universe speaking. Santiago could have ignored his vision. Most people do. But your reoccurring thoughts, your strange desires, your impossible ideas, they're not random. They're clues. Listen to them. Lesson 2. The treasure is in the journey, not the destination. Santiago didn't find gold at the pyramids. He found himself. Every person he met, every failure he faced, every lesson he learned, That was the real treasure. Stop waiting to arrive. The transformation happens while you're walking. Lesson 3. Fear is the only enemy. Santiago almost quit 100 times. Fear whispered, "Go back. It's safer. You'll fail." But Coelho says fear is a liar. It protects you from nothing. It only stops you from becoming who you are born to be. The brave aren't fearless. They just don't let fear choose for them. Lesson 4. Love should set you free, not chain you. When Santiago meets Fatima, he thinks he has to choose love or his personal legend. She tells him, "If I am really part of your dream, you'll come back." Real love doesn't make you small. It doesn't ask you to abandon yourself. It sends you toward your destiny, knowing you'll return stronger. Lesson 5. When you want something, the universe conspires to help you achieve it. And it's not magic, it's momentum. When you commit fully, doors open. People appear. Opportunities align. Not because the universe is mystical, but because you finally became clear. Clarity creates coincidence. Santiago's treasure was buried where his journey began. He had to cross deserts, lose everything, and nearly die just to discover what was waiting for him at home all along. Maybe your treasure is the same. Maybe the life you're searching for is hidden in the life you're too afraid to fully live. Maybe your personal legend is closer than you think. You just have to be brave enough to start walking. If this video reminded you of a dream you've been ignoring, don't let it fade again. Hit subscribe. Let Book Mastery be the voice that keeps you awake. Because some books don't just tell stories, they rewrite yours. Now go. Your pyramids are waiting.